So, Ron.
Yes, there was some things that happened over the past couple of meetings, some comments that are made that I'm hoping to get cleared up a little bit to the residents. And, you know, the budget was, and the tax increase was obviously the news of the year, and I don't believe this council was left with any other choice, given that they had to come up with an answer in 2 months. I just wanted to, just a couple of the things off the list of bills. I just wanted to give the residents an idea what it cost us. Last month, just fuel for $50,000. Engineering in Ramsey Road, trying to get that problem straightened, $20,000. An unexpected repair to one of the ladder trucks, $9,000. Dumping at the landfill, $8,000. Advertising in the newspaper, $6,000. Insurance, not counting health care, $76,000. What I read you was just $169,000, and that's just 1 month. And none of this stuff that I know of can be scraped, or, you know, maybe the fuel a little bit, but, and it goes on and on. And we don't have any say over the prices of 3/4 of this stuff. And so I just wanted to send that stuff out there. Residents also seem to be upset with benefits and of the employees, and yes, I was one. I'm retired from there, but that's not the way why I see it this way. But the police, fire, EMS, public works, parks, building inspectors, code enforcement, as soon as the budget, they all love those services, but as soon as the budget goes up, they want the employees, the very ones that they were up here complimenting about the snow removal, to give up their pay or benefits, or even lay them off. I just wanted to remind the residents that these people have worked here, most of them, a very long time. And everything that they have in their current contract, they probably negotiated for. Some of the things they probably even gave other items up for. But we keep picking apart their contracts. And now that money's tight, who cares? Take their benefits or lay them off. I don't always see it that way. Every time in the past, many of you don't know, that the employees were asked to give something up in a budget crisis situation, they helped. I know, I was here. I attended those meetings. This problem is not their fault. It wasn't caused by them, and now everybody's expecting them to fix it. I think you're wrong in thinking that way, and the last administration did it. I do agree that there's some adjustments that there has to be made in health care and contract benefits, but I just want you to know that 99% of the employees were not the cause of this problem. So, I sent out a letter to the residents on Burke and Donley Drive concerning no parking on the street. As my luck would have it, you're not going to believe this, but 53 residents returned my ballot, and it was an exact split. 26 to 26, with one person not caring. It's going to stay like it is for now, unposted, until we figure out another result, because that didn't work out. Only me. I thought it was going to be an overwhelming one way or the other, but 26 to 26. I think we need to make a more aggressive attempt to encourage new business to come to Minerva also. I have, since a long time ago, have looked at the budget's pie chart, the income pie chart. And for most of you that don't know, the businesses are paying the tab. If you look at that income pie chart, they are paying way more of the tab. Not that we don't pay our fair share, we do. But I think it would be nice, I think the residents, I think most people would like to see new businesses come into Monroeville. So we have to encourage them. And I was thinking about an idea that, and I don't know, I'd have to look down the line at all of you, because I'm the new guy on the block here. But I was thinking about offering a new business that came into Monroeville in 2014, property, not zero tax. And in 2015, they would pay 50%, and in 2016, they'd be up to 100%. I don't know if anything like that's possible. You know, it's an idea that I thought of. Another thing is I'm against the suggestion of a finance committee, or budget committee, as the resident put it. I talked to many of the residents. Some of them bumped into me just while I was out shopping or doing my own personal agenda, and they told me they think it's too much government, it's more government. We're the people that they put in. They want us to be the finance committee because we're the ones that answer to the residents. They're the ones that voted for us. They're not, of all the people I talked to, they're not in favor of any way of appointing a finance committee to work out our financial woes. Everyone compares our taxes to Westmoreland County. I did some research there. They haven't had a reassessment since 1971. So my comment is, I don't know how you compete with that. Last but not least, the Attorney General's letter is wrong. I intend on proving it. I can't do it tonight yet. I'm working on it. Finally, the accusations that the dispatchers were terminated and had the rights to NCIC and clean the state computer removed by the prior chief, thus paving their way to be fired, was wrong. There is support from the state police on its way. I was involved in that investigation because they interviewed me. They called us all in at the end. I will let Doug Cole present that letter when it comes, but I can assure you that was a positive outcome, and the residents certainly need to hear more of that. Another note, I would like to congratulate the officers who served their last shift and retired, which was Sergeant Robert McConnell, Anthony Scalise, Joe Kusha, and Ron Plate. Congratulations to you. I know what you went through. You deserve a good retirement. I hope you have a safe one and a happy one. On the comment that was just recently made here, the fire department's never, ever refused to cooperate with the investigation. I have notes and minutes that our attorney came up to that very podium and offered our assistance. The only thing I ever posted in my fire hall, which a very prominent website posted, was a notice saying to my members, if they are asked to be interviewed, they are to see me first. Why did I put that up? Because the attorney advised me to put it up. So I did. People took pictures of it, put it on the website, and there's no refusal whatsoever. Matter of fact, that investigative firm never asked any of the fire chiefs or myself to be interviewed, ever. They never asked. And be different if they had asked and I'd have refused, but that's not what occurred. They never asked. We were waiting for them, but they didn't. Sorry, guys. We had a meeting recently with Mark Schufo, Adam Finley from Waste Management, Rich Smith, I think it is, from Waste Management, Paul Hugus, Jamie Story, Doug Cole, Bob Smith from the FBI, myself, Tim Little, and Alan Zeal, I think is his name, engineer for Waste Management. And we have federal money to build them a new building at the training site, and that project is moving, I guess. Paul smiles at me because there's different there's different scenarios, and the new head agent in charge is not due here for 3 weeks, so we have to. This agent that was here is kind of like the second in command. He is going to take all the information we provided him back there. We are indeed holding FBI money to build this structure, so we're waiting until he gets here to. Location is an issue at the training academy. Last but not least.
You already said that.
Did I say that once? Sorry.
2 or 3 times. You're doing good, Ryan, you're doing good.
You know, we talk about this privacy issue that was supposedly breached down in the radio room. I don't know how many of you, I don't personally go on this Government Watch Facebook channel, but somebody finally had some information off it and copied it and sent it to me, and it upset me a little bit. Most of it I ignore. This one I couldn't. They had copies of the resident in Monroeville of his citations that he received from the police department. Now, if you want to talk about privacy, his date of birth is on there, his operator's number is on there, his name, his address, the charges. It was ridiculous. I can't believe that was done. Secondly, there was a copy of a list of the dispatch center's page list, which included all the members of the fire companies and EMS service, names and cell phone numbers, how we get calls. A copy of the memo from then Representative Ramsey requesting this list, and then gave it to somebody. Somebody wrong got it, because they put it on this website. And the point being is that some of the people, a lot of the people on there, paid for unlisted numbers and gave them to the dispatch center so they could be paged for calls. And now they're out there on a public website, not to mention that some of those people on that list were juvenile. And so now the juvenile cell phone's published on a public website. So I tend to say they're worried about privacy. Come on, you have to be real here. I know that most of the firefighters' parents of the young men and women that were juveniles, their phones have since been shut off or changed. But I thought that was so irresponsible, and I wanted to just say that, and I'm